So today we have this question, move all zeros at the end of the array. Okay, so suppose we have this array 1 0 2 0 okay. So this is your array. Okay, so basically we have just move all zeros at the end of the array. So this is your expected output. Okay, so the logic is we just see, so we just traverse this array. Okay, so we just traverse this array and we just check if my current number is non-zero or not. Okay, so suppose this is non-zero. Now non-zero means the number which is greater than 0. Okay, so say suppose this number is non-zero. Okay, so we just store this number in the starting of array. So we store this number in the here. Okay, now we will just check next element. So this is non-zero. So this is not non-zero. Then just leave. Then just check next element. So this is non-zero. Then store this number in the next index of the array, like here. Okay. So see, okay, so yeah, I run this loop, I just traverse this array. So see, this is non-zero now. So here, okay, next element, so it is not non-zero. Okay, next element 2 is non-zero, then place 2 with here. So next element 0 is not non-zero, so just leave and check next element. Next element is 4. So 4 is non-zero, then put 4 here. Okay, so using this we stored all the non-zero elements in the starting of the array. Now remaining place, now see, remaining place just put 0. Okay, just put 0. So see, we get this out now, 1 2 4 0 0. Okay, so there is only 1 0. Okay, so now I write this code. So I run a loop. From I is equal to 0, I less than n. So n is basically length of the array. So in that loop we just check condition with man numbers of I not equal to 0. So if it is not equal to 0, put that number in the starting of array. Then increment the value of j. J is basically I am using for indexing purpose. Okay, so this is I am using for indexing purpose. So using this loop, we just stored all the non-zero numbers in the starting of array. Okay, now remaining part, remaining part we just filled with 0. So remaining index we just filled with 0. So how I can do this? So I am just using a loop while j less than n. So basically j already here. See, j is already here. Okay, so now from here to here we want to fill it with 0. Okay, so while j less than n, just put nums of j is equal to nums of j is equal to 0, and then increment the value of j and close this loop. Okay, so this is your complete logic. Okay, so this is your array in the question. We just put we just to move all the zeros at the end of the array. So I want to get this output. So for that I just run a loop from I is equal to 0, I less than n. Okay, so in that loop we just check if my current number, so suppose this is my current number, so this number is non-zero or not. So if it is non-zero, then put this number in the starting of array using this line. Okay, after that we just increment the value of j. I am using for indexing purpose. Okay, so j is here. Okay, now check next element. Next element is non-zero or not. So it is not non-zero, then leave it. Then again check next element. So 2 is a non-zero, and 2 is stored in the second index. So here stored 2. Okay, so using this way we store all the non-zero elements in the starting of the array. So after this now we just filled all the remaining index of the array using with 0. So after this we just filled with 0. Okay, using this while loop. So this is your complete logic. Okay, so now I'm going to write a code for this. So again I am explaining this question. So this is your question. Say, given an integer array, nouns move all zeros to the end of its while maintaining the relative order of the non-zero elements. Okay, so during this we also maintain the order of elements. Suppose this is order like 1, 3, 12. So we just put all the orders, like 1 is here now, so 1 is before 3, 1 is present now. So we also keep in this mind. Okay, so for that just first I calculate the length of the array. Okay, after this I just declare one variable and just fill with 0. So I am just using this variable for indexing purpose. Okay, now run a loop from I is equal to 0, I less than n. So in that loop we just check if my current number is non-zero or not. Okay, so if it is non-zero, then store that number in the starting of array and increment the value of j, because next non-zero element I want to store in the next index of array. Okay, so that's why I'm incrementing the value of j. Okay, so using this for this loop we store all the non-zero elements in the starting of the array. After this we run a loop from j less than n. Why I'm using j less than n? Because I stored all the non-zero elements. Okay, see, I stored all the non-zero elements in the starting of array. Okay, now my j is here, so my j is here. Okay, so now I want to fill 0 after this. Okay, so that's why I'm using j less than n. So just put 0. Nums of j is equal to 0 and increment the value of j. So using this while loop I placed all the zeros in the remaining index. Okay, now I print the array. So I'm not using any for loop to print the array. Okay, so basically it is time taking. So I'm just using inbuilt method of arrays dot arrays dot toString. In that just we give the name of the array. Okay. Yeah. So it is completed. Now I run this code. So it is accepted. Now I am submitting. So yeah, it is accepted. Okay. So this is the complete logic. So see here, note that you must do this in place without making any copy of the array. So see, in my logic there I am not using any making any copy of the array, and I am not using any I'm not creating any another array, so I'm not taking any extra space, and also I'm not using nested loop. Okay, so if I'm using nested loop, then the time complexity is big of n squared. So yeah, it is completed. Okay, thank you guys.